From Art Journal Life. How's everyone today? Well, today my desk looks messy, probably because it is. I mean, let's be honest, right? I have a bunch of different paints here that I'm going to try to use today, and I'm going to paint some papers. Basically, that's what I'm doing, painting papers. Now, I haven't used these paints, believe it or not, in a while. So I don't know, some of them might need some mixing, but we're going to make sure that we're live. Yeah, we are. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I just need a bunch of papers that are, have some color to them. And I'm just going to paint them willy-nilly. I think I'm going to start with this lime green. I don't think I have a lot in here. And then I was going to chat, just a Friday chat, kids, as to what's going on. I'd like to see, like, what is going on in your life? Everybody tell me, because leave some comments about it, because my day has been absolutely crazy. My dog is struggling. We had a little issue with her, and I'm waiting for the vet to call back. So of course I'm I'm live with my phone. So yeah, I'm not sure that I'm going to actually get the phone call, because here I am. So all I'm doing here is adding a few little dollops of color on this page with some acrylic. That's too much black, so I'm going to take some of that off with my popsicle stick or my stirrer stick. I'm going to put it over here. I'll probably use it for something else eventually, but I don't want too much black, but I just wanted to have variations in color. Oh, that's going to be a lot of black no matter. So all I want are these papers coated, because I'm going to use them cut up for collage. And I really didn't want my brush to be having all this black on it, but I did it, so. Now, I like to have my papers covered, but this is fine. I wanted variation in color. I didn't want it to be all one color. So that's my first one. So I don't care that the colors bleed through, mix up, whatever, but I do want to kind of clean up my brush in between, because I don't want all this black on there. So let me just kind of wipe it off a little bit. There we go. Okay. If you're here, say hello. Let me know you're here. So I'm dealing with this dog situation. So she wouldn't eat yesterday. I think her stomach is bothering her for whatever reasons. I don't know why. She's a rescue, so you never really know the whole story behind these rescue dogs. I mean, you might think you do, but I don't think you ever really do. So I'm just using a little bit of this blue. I'm just making colored papers. That's really what I'm doing. Just so I have different colors to be able to do collage with. That's really all I want. And clearly I used the darker blue in here. It's fine. And I'm going to put this to the side to rest. I saw this really cool contraption with some clothespins on it that you can hang from your ceiling. And I was like, ooh, that would be a great way to, hang your papers to dry. I just spread mine out all over the place. When I'm done with a session, I'm usually like all over the floor. Who knows that mess? Let me tell you. Now, this is one of those that I'm going to put a couple colors on here because that's what I want. I want variation in color. Maybe put a little of this darker green in here too. Just a little. So I'm going to tell you my story about the Martha Stewart paints. So I've always talked about how these are my favorite paints. Let me tell you the story. I've had these paints here that I've had for years, and nothing ever goes wrong. They don't ever go bad. They rarely separate. I've had one or two colors that have a little separation in them. But this Martha Stewart paint, yep, it's a little pricier. Probably can get it on sale. I don't even know if she still makes it anymore. It's lasted me for years, forever. Where some of the other craft paints, you know, they don't. Okay. So, I love the Martha Stewart paints quite a bit. Where am I going to go for my next color? Let's see, what should I do? I might do one of these darker blues because I really wanted this kind of color. So now I have green on here, it's going to mix in. That's fine. And I'm using that Tomoe River, I was saying it Tomeo. I think it's Tomoe River paper. And it's super thin and super nice paper. It's well made, so you have to buy it at a place like, I think, Jet Pens. I don't know, can you get it on Amazon? Maybe. But it's super, super thin, super durable. And we used it the other day when we made gel prints, and it makes lovely, lovely gel prints. So there's that. I have this weird color. This is a Diane Wakely color. And it looks like it's separated, but we're going to try using it. I'm going to do some natural things. If you couldn't tell that by the colors that I'm choosing, I'm going to do some natural things with these papers in terms of, I'm going to do flowers or trees or things like that. So that's what I'm using these colored papers for. This is just an okay color, but it will probably look great with my color palette. And I've got a bunch of colors mixed in there too. That's a very greeny gold. Well, they call it olive, but I don't hate it, so I'm gonna keep it. So this paper is a 52 GSM paper, which is pretty fine, pretty thin. And I think I'm gonna wash this off a little bit now. It's pretty thin, pretty fine, and but it's durable, this paper. So they use these in traveler journals for writing with fountain pens, and it is pretty yummy fountain pen paper. So the traveler's journals used to be called Midori. I think now they're just called the Traveler's Company. But this paper, everybody raved about it for writing on. So I thought, oh, that might be fun for using, you know, for art paper. And it's proven to be super useful. Like I said, we did the gel printing with it, and it really made super nice gel printing papers the other day. So I'm kind of partial to it. I just made a total mess with this, but hey, stuff happens. I totally am in love with this quinacridone magenta. This is Blick's color. And I'm going to need more here. But this is going to make me some nice flowers. So I wanted some bright for that. And I really wanted a bright orange. I don't know if I have a bright orange, but I'm hoping I... Look at this mess I just made. Ugh, I'm going to have to clean that off later. I'm hoping to find some bright orange and some yellow in my list over here. So if you have questions, now's a good time to put them in the... Because I could answer questions while I'm making these papers to use in collage. I'm still working on what my project is going to be. My big project that we had been working on all week. And I am going to do more gel printing. Also, you should be aware that I am going to change next week at some point. I'm going to change from going live vertically, which is what these are. Vertical lives, this one right here, to going horizontally. And the reason for that is because I'm going to just change up what I'm doing. This says Pyro Red. Oh, which color do I want? You know how I feel about this? I'm going to do a little of both. How's that? So starting next week, I'm going to start doing lives. They'll probably be at the end of the week, during the day is my guess. Because I think most of my people watch during the day. Oh yeah, this will be a good flower color, don't you think? Let me know if you agree. So it's orangey red, like fire engine orangey red. I don't know. I'm going to add a little more though. So this paper, again, is super durable. You wouldn't be disappointed. It is probably pricey. I have no idea how much it is. I don't think it is, actually. I think you can get 100 sheets for, you know, less than $10. Could be wrong, but I think. So I got mine a long time ago on Jet Pens. If you haven't hung out at that store, you should, because it's fabulous. Their online store. They have every pen known to mankind and a lot of really cool stuff, art stuff. I love Jet Pens, and they come fast. So I'm going to put a little of this purple in there. Am I crazy? Well, I'm crazy. Don't answer. But I'm just going to, or magenta. I just think this would be fabulous mixed in together a little bit. Have these variations, and I'm just going to pick that out of there, and there you have it. Okay, so there's that one. Hello everybody, say hello if you're here. I see you people being sneaky and not checking in. Thank you for joining us. I'm painting papers today. That is what I'm doing. Is that boring? I don't know. Might be. But you could say hi. Just say hi, Stacy, and that would be it. Let's do a little of this one. This is my favorite color. Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold. And why not? Why not just use it, right? If it's your favorite color. So I hope you're all well. I hope you all have a great weekend too. Or have good plans or something. It's beautiful here today, which is kind of nice because it's been cloudy or rainy or something all the time. Like we haven't had very many sunny days. So the last week I've had 3 days in a row of sunshine, which is super nice. And I love that. I don't know what all that noise was, but that was a lot of noise down there. Okay, nickel azo gold. This is Golden's retired color, but apparently they've made another color, but I love this color. I'm gonna put a little more on here. This is one of my favorite colors. And there's so much you can do with it. Okay. And all these papers are going to be used for collaging. And that's going to be my next week's project, making collage pieces, doing a lot of collaging material. Now, I might take some of these and mark make over top of them. Also, I might make, I want to do more jelly prints with some mark making too. Okay, that's a scrumptious color. Do you not think it's scrumptious? Because I just love this color. So I don't mind that it's all mottled like that. If you don't like the imperfections or the brush strokes or whatever, you could use something like the Catalyst Wedge or this color shaper to smooth them out, but I don't mind that. Or you could even use a credit card or a, hotel key card, whatever, and smooth it out. Actually, this would make great marks in the wet paint too. So why not? So this is not really wet. A little bit. I like this, what I'm getting here. Oh, I love that, actually. Look at this texture in here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, this is just to say, things, when we want to do art, it doesn't always have to be these finished pieces. It could be something like this that just makes us happy. Just doing it. Okay, this is my last piece of this paper. And then I'm going to do some tracing paper. I definitely want more because I wanted one piece of black. Black pieces can come in handy. And I'm going to put a little pink in this, or a little quinacridone magenta, because it will give us just a slightly different black color. I think I need a little more than that. So let's do this. Okay. Now, you could see the pink running through there a little bit. So sometimes you want black pieces for whatever you want them for, whatever you're making. Black strips just to add another layer into what you're making. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this card and I'm going to make, you know what this reminds me of? Remember when you were in, I don't know, kindergarten or first grade and you used to color with crayons, all colorful underneath, and then you took the black crayon and colored hard and then dug into it? That's what this reminds me of. And I kind of am digging it. So here we go. Okay. So, yep, black, but it's got all those, it's got a little orange and a little pink through here. I will definitely use those and love them. So I've made all these solid color papers for collaging paper for my project. So basically that's what I've done. Now I do have some tissue here. So I wanted to do some just mark making on the tissue. Because what happens when you put glues on the tissue is you get, all this becomes translucent when you glue it down as collage pieces. So I wanted to do this. Then I wanted to do some white things. I don't know, do I want to keep going with the black a little bit? Maybe. Let's put a little more black out. This is Martha Stewart's Beetle Black, by the way. Seriously, these paints have been workhorses for me for so long. If you haven't tried them and you're looking for something that isn't, I mean, you know, it's a craft paint, or it's billed as a craft paint, and that's what I love about it. Again, I don't know how hard they are to get because you couldn't find them for a little while. But they're so worth the price if you find them, because they last forever. And they don't do any of that separating that some of the other paints do. Okay, so this is my mark making. And I will definitely use that. Let's take another piece. Now, I probably did this backwards because I really wanted to get some white on here, and my water's super dirty. So let's see if I can get enough of this black so that I can use the white without having too many problems, right? If you don't think this is a mess, oh, it is. So let's see what we can get going. Let's see. So it might be a grungy white, but let's try it. So I'm going to lay some white out up here. And we're going to try this brush and then probably something else. Oh, not bad. Okay. And let's pick this one. All I'm looking for are marks on this page. Sorry, I realized I went silent. So this is what happens when I start working, is I enjoy it so much I get lost in the mark making. So I have a lot of supplies that I'm cleaning out my office, and I have a lot of supplies I want to get rehomed, let's say that. So I have like some gel pens and some mandala coloring books and things like that. So there's a little young lady across the street that loves making art, and I'm going to gift her some of my supplies and the mandala coloring, and I'm going to teach her how to calm herself by coloring mandalas. And if you haven't done that, ooh, it's so much fun. Okay, this is my last piece of paper. This is what I've got for now, and so this is the end until next week. I will see you Monday next week, and we're going to talk more about what we're going to do for lives from now on, where you're going to find me, and when I'm going to make these lives. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you all for being here, and I will chat with you later. Have a great weekend, everybody.